right, my little wackadoodle angels in heaven. I'm flossing. Welcome to a new advice video. Today is about skincare, health, beauty, and something else I can't remember, but I put it on my story. And we are going to answer some questions. And I have some green tea that I want to drink while we do it. Don't judge me, I don't have a teapot right now because it's shattered. So what we're gonna use is the old trusty dusty measuring cup that barely pours. Woo. And I want a candle. Now this is a subject I would consider myself a bit of an expert in. I love skincare, I love health and beauty, I love whatchamacallit. Not diet like diet, but like what you eat, nutrition. Thank you so much for the response to this series. You guys have been very kind. I started a Patreon to maybe do more videos, so let me know what you would like to see there. The link is below. There's nothing on it yet, but I plan on filming and posting there very, very, very soon. Black Friday deal, I need to get some! 1957, okay, I'm literally getting some. Thank you for the reminder. I did not sleep well last night at all. It was really restless. I don't know why. The dreams were keeping me awake. Clinically, I need 12 hours of sleep. The doctors have told me, just kidding. I really don't do well without at least 8.5 hours of sleep, and I don't know what I got, but it wasn't that. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. The semen diet, okay. How can I remove excess fat on my face? Okay, don't. This is something important. The fat in your face is what upholds everything you see. You know when people complain about the visible signs of aging and they're kind of showing sagging or whatever? That is because the fat pads, the deep fat pads underneath your skin are starting to break down with age. So actually you want to be really protective of the fat in your face. I understand there's this whole like culture right now, like the buccal fat removal, buccal. Don't do it. You need the buccal fat. You need it. I don't want you guys to lose that. That is what is so precious to the face. It's what makes the face architecturally sound. Maybe you're saying you aren't liking the level of body fat you have because facial fat and body fat are really connected. Let's say, you're somebody that's sitting at 30% body fat. You will look a little bit full in the face. If you want to reduce that, it's not going to be a spot reduction thing. I would focus more on general fat reduction, which is going to be a long process. And there were a couple questions about it, which we'll get into later. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I saw that and I was like, this is so precious. This fat is so precious. I don't want you losing it. Do you take steroids? No shade or whatever if you're doing them, but let's not pretend they're healthy. It leads to heart problems and that's scary. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Tips to lower the fat percentage quickly. Detailed and specific tips. So, lowering your body fat percentage is so complex. It really, really is, because we're talking about so many factors here. We're talking about metabolism, we're talking about diet, we're talking about exercise, we're talking about stress, we're talking about sleep, we're talking about hormones, we're talking about hydration, we're talking about genetics. There are so many factors to this that it is really, really, really hard to give blanket advice. The only things we know for sure is that increasing your movement, your step count would be nice. Drinking more water would be nice, getting more sleep would be nice. Outside of that, I'm gonna go ahead and say that most things are unhealthy. I don't like diets. I don't think restriction is chic. I don't think it's cool. It may lead to reduced weight, of course, calories in, calories out. However, your system, your body, your metabolism is so smart and it is going to rebalance at your new calorie maintenance level. So say you're eating, before your diet, you were eating 3,500 calories a day, and you bring that down to 2,000. That may lead to a drop in weight at first, but your body is going to see that now, okay, we're only running on 2,000 calories. It's going to balance its internal levels and basically bring you back to where you were. If your other habits aren't changing, if your movement isn't changing, if your stress and sleep aren't changing, to be honest, not much is going to change from that drop. And that's a lot of stress on the body. There's gonna be a lot of cravings, there's gonna be a lot of brain fog, there's gonna be a lot of issues that come with dropping 1,500 calories just from your diet because your body's so used to it. So I would, more even than slight reduction, I would recommend starting with movement, water, and sleep. And I think you're gonna get a lot of the benefits you're looking for while maintaining a healthy glow and not ruining your quality of life, because it does ruin the quality of life to be starving yourself. Detailed and specific tips. Anything else I have on that? I'm drinking green tea. That can boost your metabolism. So can apple cider vinegar first thing in the morning. That can prime your gut and your gut bacteria to digest food better, and that can help in the long run. Quickly is the word in here I don't like. It's never going to be quick, and if it is quick, it's going to come at the expense of something else health related. So there are no free what's the phrase? There are no free rides. There is no fast weight loss. And even we're seeing with Ozempic and other shots like that it does lead to decreased bone density, decreased muscle density, which are horribly dangerous things. So yes, they may quickly drop weight, but you're dropping more than just fat weight, and that is really not good for the overall balance of the human body. There you go. Can you tell I'm passionate about this? Okay, good questions. How long have you been on the diet and supplementation? I've never been on a diet. My diet is healthier than it used to be. I've actually always been pretty healthy with my eating. I remember as a kid always being the one that chose like the baby carrots or the white milk at school lunch instead of the chocolate milk. Not because anyone told me to, or because I felt like I needed to, but genuinely because I was like, that's too sugary, that tastes too sweet to me. So I guess the healthy diet has been a lifelong thing. Supplementation, I'm really not doing much on supplementation right now. I think there will be more questions on that, but I'll go ahead and, the next one, we'll double these up. What vitamins do you take? Not many. I used to take more. I'm learning that bioavailability is really important because yes, you can take a vitamin C supplement. I think that's great, but you can also supplement vitamin C by eating fruits and vegetables. Maybe all fruits and vegetables have vitamin C in them. If you are eating fruits and vegetables daily, it kind of takes away the need to do that. I do take a vitamin D3 supplement because it's winter and I'm depressed, especially seasonal depression. So that one is huge because it can be really hard to get enough vitamin D in. Right now I'm taking ashwagandha. I will report back on that. I don't know. It's only been a couple weeks and I haven't been seeing crazy benefits from that adaptogen, but we'll see. That's where I'm at. Let me know in the comments what you're on, if you like it, if it's helpful, because I'm open. I'm not anti-supplements. So let me know what you like. Do you use creatine or thoughts on creatine? I used to use creatine. I stopped. I think it's really good for you. It's good for brain health. It's good for muscle health and recovery. And I think maybe bone density, even they're finding out, which we're rubbing our hands together for that. We love, give me that bone density because that's really important. Yeah, I'll probably get back on it actually now that I'm thinking about it because it does increase my recovery time and it gives me that little extra push in the gym where it's like, oh, I could do one more set and it builds up in your system over time. So probably time for me to get back on that one. Do you take any pills to make your semen taste sweet? I don't. The research shows that what you eat definitely correlates to the quality of your bodily fluids. That could be blood, that could be semen, that could be poopy, that could be all of it, really. So yeah, you know that famous thing that pineapple makes it taste sweet. That's because pineapple's high in vitamins, and that's probably a healthy person. Maybe that's a sign of good health. So I guess fruits and vegetables. No pills though. No pills. Do you avoid dairy? If so, do you have good non-dairy replacements? So I used to completely avoid dairy. I am starting to work it back in now that I take a good probiotic. I'm able to have yogurt. Occasionally a cheese will slip between my teeth, but that also still gives me gas trouble. I love dairy so much. I'm such a dairy queen. So I'm Dairy Queen. Hi. I think that it's one of life's greatest pleasures. Goat cheese has been working for me. That one works because I think it's lower in lactose. Yeah, it does break out my skin. If I were to have a lot of dairy products, especially processed dairy stuff, you could better believe, and maybe that's why I do currently have, I put on some concealer, but I have cheek acne all the time these days. Vegan. I was vegan for a couple years and I liked it and I liked the way I felt on it. I have worked in a bit of animal-based protein recently eggs and chicken and salmon for the health benefits. I really don't love that I do that because I do want to cause no harm in my eating. I just have such a hard time with plant-based proteins, breaking them down. My stomach is not made of steel. It's really hard to get enough protein in just on lentils and beans and tofu and not be a literal ball of gas for the rest of my life, just floating gas, gas, gas. Yes, vegan, and it can be very healthy. Don't let anybody tell you it can't. And you can build muscle on it, you can have good bone density on it, you can have mental clarity on it. In fact, a lot of people reduce their health condition severity when they go vegan because of the fruits and vegetables. Go-to skincare products. I'm sorry, I literally am hating the way I look, but we're just gonna have to push on. This lighting is like so throwing me off. This plant is throwing me off. I'm not vibing with the scene that we're seeing. I wish you could see the candle. It's fine. Let's just have some tea and get over it. Skincare products. Okay, so I love my skincare, but it is always shifting. It's shifting sands. But my holy grail after years of trying is vitamin C serum, moisturizer. Recently, I have been liking a toner. I do a rice milk toner because it really helps calm my skin because it has niacinamide in it, which I believe is a B vitamin that is naturally in rice. I am kind of recently like eating is the key. Eating and sleeping and drinking water are gonna do more for me than a shit ton of skincare. I probably will just make a whole skincare product review video, maybe that would be fun. Yeah, also retinol can be helpful. I'm not on one and I haven't been on one for a few years because it started to really flake my skin off crazy, but I'm going back to the derm to probably get back on retinol again. Sunscreen, SPF, daily, that of course as well. Okay, you asked for product. Here's my queen product. Maybe there's a way for me to make money by linking it. You know how people are like, affiliate link below, but that one is really good. It's a Japanese sunscreen called Biore. They're always reformulating that shit to get it like just right. Every time I buy it, it's like in a new little package and it feels different. They're always working on it, making it better, and it passes all the tests of like independent companies will be like, do these sunscreens actually protect? It's one of the ones that always has protected. I've used it since I found it in a Japanese grocery store in New York City in 2017, and I haven't really seen any sun damage since 2017. So that is a product that I can recommend, and maybe I'll find a way to make some money by linking it below. Give me an advice to have my body like yours. Okay, we're stepping into dangerous waters here with the body like yours. I get it. Humans, we're always gonna compare. Your body's perfect. Your body's great. Your body is the one you have to live in. That's your spaceship through the world. So I would really try to focus on feeling good in your body first. That being said, if you're interested in what exercises I do, a lot of calisthenics style lifting of weights and body weight movements, probably 5 times a week. I'm trying to get more steps in recently, trying to walk more. I'm gonna walk after this. So those are 2 really good, practical, helpful tips for the body. That salmon and that chili, who would eat salmon and bean chili before sitting down to record? Who? Supplements/dieting I should do to keep my thick curly hair. Noticed it's not as strong. This is super important and I don't think people talk about it enough. Hair loss happens and it can be a shamey subject for men and women, but a lot of it is based on stress, diet, lifestyle. Of course, there is male pattern baldness. It kind of has a pattern that it recedes in, and for that, I would just recommend a hair transplant, which I have been seeing some great videos on that. I'm like, should I get that? Because I've never had like a nice straight hairline, and people are really like cleaning up. Anyways, for if you're just noticing that it's not as thick, if it's falling out more, I'm in a season where stress has been ravaging the thickness of my hair. So I've been trying to work in salmon because the omega-3s and omega-6s maybe, I think, or omega-9s. Skin and hair is all about fat. Fatty fish like salmon, avocados, nuts, almonds specifically, walnuts. Walnuts are underrated, y'all. Get yourself into walnuts. I made walnut butter. You take a scoop of that, it's delicious. I put it into oatmeal and you would have thought I was the queen of Arabia. You would have thought I was Oprah Winfrey. So good. and that's really good for your hair. You can do the supplements, you can do biotin, you can do vitamin D, I think can be really helpful. I know there's a lot of those like companies out there, and honestly, sponsor me. Like, let's talk, because I'd love to try one of the like the Nutrafol herbal things that help. But at the end of the day, foundationally, you are going to go through seasons where you shed more hair. Long answer, but listen, I'm giving real advice. Who's mad? Y'all are so nice with the comments. Like I said, I just started a Patreon where I'd love to talk more. So come join and we can chat about what videos we want to make over there. Is coconut oil a good substitute for lubricant? My gut is saying no, just for cross-contamination. Like, I don't know how you keep coconut oil sterile. If you're just buying a jar of coconut oil for that purpose, I would not. I would take that jar and use it for baking. What moisturizer do you use? I'm using HLabo. HLabo is a great Japanese brand. I don't know why I'm so into the Japanese skincare these days. Really affordable. You can find it on Amazon. Great products. Just look at their line. The chili. The chili is coming for me, y'all. Love this question. How to exfoliate dead and dark skin. There's two ways, y'all. There's chemical exfoliants and there's physical exfoliants. Physical exfoliants are like something that physically rubs and scrubs away at the dead skin and kind of sloughs it off. That word, slough, I love. For the face, I don't have many physical exfoliants because it can really damage and strip. Chemical exfoliants there would be like an acid. AHA or BHA are good acids and you can find them pretty cheap. I might link one below if I can figure that out again. I don't do that much anymore, and I really only do that in the summer when I do it because the air is just too dry and it makes my skin too irritated. I'd probably focus more on getting vitamins into it, either through eating more fruits and vegetables or vitamin C. Oh, this is a good final question. What were your beginning steps to getting fit? How did you find what motivated you? I've always done activities, and then I got into sports, cross country and track and field, and I would lift weights with my friends in high school. When I kind of committed to that was in college, when I realized that my mental health fully depended on that, because I think there was a season where my freshman year of college, I was just living the college life, studying classes, parties, friends, pizza, repeat. And I was so depressed and so anxious so quickly. I started to go to the college, like local college gym, and it was really fun at that time because all my friends were there. And then I just never stopped because I noticed if I ever took more than a week off, my mental just plummeted to below the basement, below hell. Quite honestly, I'm a natural depressive and anxious person, so it's been a life raft for me. Beginning steps would be, I think walking is great. I think walking is underrated. Going on a hot girl walk, that's a great place to start, and it costs nothing, and it's really good for your mental health, and you get all the benefits, but at a slower, gentler, funner pace. That's what I would recommend. Thank you all. If we want to do maybe more health and beauty questions, maybe we should switch on over to the Patreon, and I can do a second kind of longer unedited video there because I have more to say pretty much on every question here. So why don't we do that? Why don't you guys leave some questions in the comments, and if you do subscribe to the Patreon, I'll like make a post over there where you can leave comments, and we'll just do a longer video where we really get into this stuff and talk filter free. Okay, thank you for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Schwa.